Once upon a time in medieval Europe, there was an empire so big, so fragmented, and so chaotic, it barely functioned as an empire at all. Welcome to the story of the Holy Roman Empire, a kingdom of kingdoms, a land of 1,000 lords, and a civil war in slow motion that lasted nearly 1,000 years. After Charlemagne built a mighty empire across Europe, everything fell apart when he died. His empire split into three. France formed on one side, Germany on the other, and a strip in the middle became a tug-of-war zone. In Germany, kings weren't born, they were elected, and every election came with a negotiation. More power to the nobles, less to the king. Over time, the title King of the Germans meant less and less. While monarchies in France and England grew stronger, Germany dissolved into feuding principalities. On paper, the Holy Roman Empire existed. In practice, it was a battlefield of warlords. One emperor, Otto the Great, tried a clever fix: give land to bishops who couldn't pass it to their children. When a bishop died, the land returned to the emperor. Genius, right? But there was a problem. Bishops answered to the Pope too. So Otto took control of Rome and placed his own pope on the throne. Church and state united for a while. Eventually, the popes fought back. The German nobles joined in, wanting more land and less emperor. And so the empire fragmented again. Nobles ran wild, bishops became political players, and emperors were little more than referees. Then came the Habsburgs, the masters of royal matchmaking. They didn't conquer Europe, they married it. Austria, Spain, the Netherlands, they ruled them all through family ties. But that web of marriages turned into a web of wars. In 1618, Emperor Ferdinand II tried to centralize power again by forcing Catholicism on Protestant states. That lit the fuse for the 30 Years' War, one of the deadliest conflicts in European history. After all that bloodshed, the Holy Roman Empire was still fragmented, still powerless. Centuries later, two powers rose from the ashes: Austria and Prussia. The Austrians kept playing the marriage game. Prussia, meanwhile, went full military. When the time came, Prussia united Germany not just through war, but through a new idea: national identity. And that, finally, created a real German state, 1,000 years after Charlemagne. So in the end, the Holy Roman Empire was less an empire and more a very dramatic group project that never got finished. But it left behind castles, crowns, and stories worth telling, and you can still walk through its ruins today. Enjoyed the video? Leave a like, subscribe to History in Short, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a bite-sized dive into the past. Have thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. I read them all.